In northern New Jersey, there is a lot of properties that you can have your horse in your backyard. The different towns have different laws regarding this, and it really isn't what you would think. So it's super important that if you are planning on having horses, I will say livestock too, like chickens or goats, it's really super important to find out what the zoning is with the town, because each town has their own unique set of guidelines. In some towns, it's based on the number of acres, and you need to have, for example, at least 1 acre, but it's an acre in a subdivision. And then anything over that acre is when you could start having horses. Some of them is based on how many square feet of shelter you have per horse. And some of up in Sussex County, some of the towns you would think, oh, this is out in the country, there's no problem, I could put as many horses as I want on this property. Sometimes that is not the case, and it is regulated based on how many horses you could have per acre.
I got a donkey.
Hi, donkey.
One of the other things that's important to keep in mind if you're looking for an equestrian property is the number of accessory buildings or outside structures that you're allowed to have. If you have your own primary residence, and then let's say that there's a garage and you're like, oh, no problem, I'm just going to build a barn, or I'm going to put my fencing out here. You really, again, with the zoning, you really want to talk to the town ahead of time before you go under contract or get involved in purchasing a property. It would really be terrible to find out that you buy your dream acreage, you're ready to put the barn on it, and the town says, you know, you've got too many accessory buildings, you've got your house, you've got your garage, and maybe there's another garage or something on the property, and now you're not allowed to put up your barn without knocking down one of your other buildings or getting a variance, which becomes time consuming and expensive. Some of the other thing with properties that is good to keep in mind is fencing. Some fencing is perfectly appropriate for horses and others is not. Barbed wire, for example, is no good for horses at all, and sometimes it could be found on the properties that would need to be removed, so that's something that you could look out for. And then certain trees and plants are actually poisonous for horses. Black walnut trees, for example, can cause laminitis, and you would turn your horses out on this big beautiful field with a grove of black walnut trees on it. Your horse could suffer serious health consequences. So these are just little details that are super important to know when you're going into buying an equestrian property. I don't mean to be talking about only negatives. There's a lot of really great positive things about having your own horses in your yard. New Jersey has an excellent trail system that you're allowed to bring your horses out onto, and having your own farm is just a wonderful experience. And if it's something that you're interested in, give me a call and we can discuss budget, and we can actually start seeing what's out there. Some of them are magnificent, full equestrian facilities with indoor riding arenas and multiple dressage rings, and then some of them are just little backyard barns. When buying an equestrian property, there's some things that are different than just buying a regular home. You need to usually get special financing. A regular mortgage isn't going to look at the value of the fence and the barn, or if there is an indoor, like a horse person is going to. A horse person is going to look at an indoor ring and be like, wow, this is so amazing, I could ride inside. But a regular mortgage, they don't understand, it's a different thing. Insurance is another thing. It's not just regular homeowners insurance. You want to get insurance that's also going to cover if anything happens to your animals or any sort of equestrian liability. So you use special financing, special insurance, getting a survey done. If you're looking at acreage, it's a big difference for a surveyor to come out and survey a 50 by 100 lot with one house on it, or for them to come out and do a survey on 3, 5, 9, 10, 20 acres. So these are just some of the things that we can help you navigate at Home Sweet Home. So if you are interested in learning more about equestrian properties in northern New Jersey, please give me a call. Thanks.
That was good.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.